I wonder if actually this is a training exercise and a machine learning exercise. You create something in an iconic place, a Cybertruck trending, Trump Hotel trending. You put it there, you create an action around it, and now you can see how the internet reacts. Who is connected to? How does information flow? How do you drop simple clues all over the internet? And how do people start connecting them? What are the networks that aren't put in place? If you drop it into the intelligence community and Sean Ryan's community, which is all former special forces, all former Delta officers, how do they react? How do they communicate? Who are they talking to? How often do they talk to each other? This exercise for them,
data mapping,
the data mapping and the network mapping and the connective tissue between different groups of people, the learning that they've done in the last week is insane.
Dude, this is like the most sophisticated meta level shit I've ever heard, Will, come out of this man's mouth. This is so meta. This is like meta of meta.
They
It's
now
Inception.
they now understand the true information flow in this new alternative media form of communication and technology.
Can I repeat back what you just said? What you're telling me is that Skynet is already operational. The AI overlords are making data-centric decisions based on trending topics, and they are able to corral humans to do their bidding based off these data plays.
I think
Like
they are using
Cybertruck,
this.
Trump, fireworks, Q, right? Code words. Like, let's see how it let's see how it moves
They're
into.
learning. This is all machine learning.
They're learning.
They're learning. We are training the machine through this entire exercise. And we talking about this is a part of that learning.
Man, we should shut the fuck up.
We are we are plugging information into it. So now they're tracking our conversation. Okay, what are the major points that they pulled from? What are they remembering? What are they talking about? Which makes sense? How are they connecting it? We are constantly training the machine as we speak. And a part of it all, this entire exercise of this random guy that we don't, the DNA of the guy that is in the truck doesn't even match the DNA of the guy that they say it was.
I know.
So the whole thing is a psyop.
Oh, yeah.
Because the guy that died and the guy that blew it up is not even the guy.
Yeah.
We're all talking about a guy that doesn't even exist.
It was just Bane in the plane in Batman.
That was a reality TV star.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, the entire internet's moving and they're seeing all the neural connections throughout the internet.
The nodes.
All the nodes are firing full force. And the machine is learning all of it. How are people connected?
From the hive mind.
Yes.
Man, you think you just transcended Jesus.
I don't know about that.
That was amazing, Matt. That's like the most meta thing of all time. That's the most meta matrix like thing I've ever heard.
I think that's what they're doing. I really think that's what they're doing. I think that's what this whole exercise
Arthur
is.
asked you if you were CIA.
No, King Andrew.
King Andrew. Arthur, love. So King Andrew asked you if you're CIA. You know what he should have asked you? If you're the architect. Because that was some architecture shit, man.
I really feel like that's what's going on, especially with this Cybertruck one.
Could you imagine a world?
It's all memeable moments after memeable moment after memeable moment. Like the entire process. It's literally a script and we're writing in real time.
Yeah, it's a commercial break. So if I were to overly simplify everything that you said into one sentence, it would be this. The AI overlords have somehow figured out how to control humans to do their bidding so that they can understand how humans react to events.
The AI overlords are using humans and putting them in rat mazes, dangling a piece of cheese to figure out how they come up to decide how to get to that piece of cheese and using that to train their AI overlord models.
To control, and the end goal is to learn how to control us better.
Correct.
Dude, you just cracked the code, bro.
I mean, that's not a good code. I'd rather be wrong. You know?
Yeah, but in a permutation of a dystopian future,
it makes total sense.
It is Black Mirror personified.
Yeah.
Like you just created the Black Mirror meta.
It is like a really messed up dystopian game of Clue.
How did you come up with this?
I don't know. That's just what I see. It seems so obvious
Man,
to me, at least.
I mean, I see it too. I mean, I all these episodes in the last week has just been like, come on, bro, come on, bro, come on. It was almost laughable if it wasn't so obvious. And they're playing a game. I don't know what the game that they're playing is, but let me bring up something. You probably saw the Fauci talking about, was it January, the day before the inauguration, was it 21st or something like that? Oh, no, the 19th, right? Is that there's going to be this new pandemic or something like this. So I'm curious what we may see, and I hope I remember this snippet here of what I'm talking about, because we might see in the next couple of weeks, Matt, a new pandemic.
If we get into another pandemic, the first pandemic, I said, I don't think Trump's involved. I think that it just happened and he was in charge at the time, either to get rid of him or the timing of it, or whatever it is. I didn't feel, and I've never thought that Trump was directly involved in the actual pandemic. If it happens again during his presidency, I will 100% be convinced that he's a part of it.
He's on the chessboard. If you're on the chessboard,
There is
you're
no
part of
way
it. You're
that
part of the game.
happens only during his presidencies. If it keeps on happening during his presidency, then he's involved. Because you cannot say that I am the, peace through strength guy.
Yeah.
That I am the alpha leader, and then you let this shit happen every single time you're president.
Yeah.
If it happens again, it's on him.
Yeah,
and
completely.
not only is on him, he is extremely complicit. That's what I believe.
And the worst permutation of that future is that he could not only be complicit, he could actually be part of the constraints that are put on us.
Yes.
The rules, the new regulations, the new you can and cannots.
We gave him a huge pass, maybe undeservedly, on the vaccines.
Yes, and he did take credit for the speed of some of them, if you remember.
I mean, he's been doubling down throughout November, December, saying, "Oh, it's the anniversary, Operation Warp Speed," and he won't let it go. It's kind of annoying. So, but we gave him a slight pass throughout the campaign season, maybe undeservedly, but we did. If it happens again,
so is Trump the president we need, or is Trump the one we deserve? Like, do we deserve this? Is this what we get? Is this what we get, Matt?
I don't know. This whole idea of this democracy that we're working on these days, it's like, it's clearly not working. This idea of capitalism that we are told we live in, it's clearly not working because we don't live in a
It's
capitalist.
working for some people.
It's working for some people. It's not, capitalism means that you're in a free market, that people live and play by the same rules, and that the best ideas and some sort of meritocracy will win. That's what capitalism is. We have different sets of rules for certain people and different sets of rules for other people. We have other people that change the chessboard, change the game, change the maze, and most of us, we just have to sit there and adjust to the rules that change around us. It's like being in a maze and the walls change.
Oh, yeah. And the worst part of it is it's so jarring.
Yes.
It's like there's no peace. I mean, I think that's part of the game is that if they allow people to have peace, then they can actually figure out how to solve problems. Right?
I use the word oligarchy a lot. An oligarchy is when there's a small set of elites and individuals that basically run and make decisions on behalf of the entire country, and that they are a privileged class of people. And people say, "Oh, you can't use that word; it's so outdated." I'm like, no, I think that's the exact word. I think we live in an oligarchy.
We live in an oligarchy. I'm going to extend. The one thing that I would say in that definition is they are economically wealthy elites. That's important because they make decisions based on economic considerations, right? The oligarchy makes economic decisions that have to translate into policies that benefit them. That's how it works. Like you're not going to be a rich person and think about building roads. You only build roads so that you can benefit economically from those building of the roads. You're not going to help your fellow man. Like, why would you wake up in the morning and say, "I want to make vaccines free," and I want to help cure cancer? No, wait, I got that wrong. Cancer's not free, but vaccines are. That's right. I want to help people. Vaccines.
Pepsi.
But like, so that's important. Yeah, we live in an oligarchy of rich, wealthy, influential people, And in many cases, those people, their influence stems from a lineage, a familial name. These things are real, my friends. Just because your bloodline sucks and you fucked it up doesn't mean that these guys don't care about their bloodlines. They care about it. They care about it so much that they will only marry in royalty other dudes to ensure their bloodline continues.
I think eventually in a future episode, we're going to get into Elon Musk and his family lineage and the Haldemans.
Bro, I went down that rabbit hole years ago.
The Haldemans.
I would
the
like you
Swiss,
to...
Swiss German Jews.
And people actually also forget that Elon Musk is not American.
And people are like, oh, he made his own money. He didn't make any of his own money.
Nope, he lied about that.
He grew up filthy rich, and his father, in an interview, himself said, oh, that's bullshit. We were rich. He was selling emeralds to Tiffany's when he was in high school.
And some people don't realize that Tesla was not Elon's idea.
Shocking.
Did I sacrifice the golden calf in front of everybody? Dude, are you ignorant?
I mean, neither was PayPal.
None of them were his idea.
But he is a Haldeman.
He is the savior of the technocracy.
If you want to continue to support us, you got to leave a comment. You got to let us know you appreciate us because, again, we just had our last 4 videos demonetized.
There's too much pooflinging.
It always happens at one time.
Yeah, it's one Tsar who's really mad.
Sorry, Tsar.
Tsar, he's mad. We were talking bad about the pooflingers, which was so sad because we actually had a really nice representative lady.
Oh, actually.
Yeah.
Final update. One update before we close it out.
For those who are still here, thanks for being here. Smash the like button, leave a comment.
Dr. Shiva will be on the pod